about this year. We had a very talented group of kids this year. They love to compete each day in practice, and you can see how close of a group they were based on how hard they were on each other during practice. They have that rare unconditional love for one another that makes them a very special group of kids. Some accomplishments this year: we're going undefeated in our league, which is not an easy thing to do, and finishing our season at 19-3, which is very impressive with the schedule we played. Most importantly, though, I think the biggest accomplishment was that they learned what it took to be successful. The focus, the preparation, the hard work, the grind, the unselfishness. These are all things that we improved on as the season went on. Society today is so focused on individuality that it makes it very difficult to achieve a goal as a team. All anyone cares about anymore is personal stats and highlight films and how they personally did. This group of kids was different than society, though. A coach I once had told me that families still forget about me, I love you. It took me a few years to really understand what that meant. If you want to achieve something bigger than yourself, you have to put your personal goals aside and do what is best for the team. This team never once complained about who was starting and who wasn't. They never complained about playing time, not scoring enough points, or playing scout team in practice to give us a look. When a loose ball was on the ground, they disregarded their bodies and dove on the floor. Not because it was fun, maybe they stooped back in Bartoli it was, but because they knew it would help the team out. If there's one thing I hope you guys have learned this year, it's that you reap what you sow. If you plant apple seeds, you're not going to grow oranges. But if you work hard, you'll get it. Relax, Jason, relax. You'll get it. Right? But if you work hard and do all the right things, the sky's the limit for you guys. All right? I'm going to call you guys up now. All right? I want to hold your applause till the end. All right? So the first guy, very tough competitor, extremely scrappy and hard-nosed, was usually covering the opposing team's best offensive threat when he was in the game. Just a kid that lays it all on the line every time he steps on the court. Brandon Bartoli. Another kid who just loves to compete. Super athletic, can play any position on the court. His nickname was Benny the Jet. If you don't get that reference, watch the Sandlot and you'll understand it. As long as he keeps working hard, he really has a bright future in everything he decides to do. Spencer Burson. This next guy is definitely a team comedian. At any given moment, Alex can be seen breakdancing or rapping. I tried telling Alex multiple times throughout the year that he should wait until after the game to break out in the lawnmower dance, but his personality and positivity really made this team that much closer. Alex Pudo. I've been calling him Pudo all year. Alex Pudo. You guys are mono? No. It's a joke. Next guy. This kid is straight out of the 60s. When you first glance at Marcello as an opposing coach or player, you might not pay much attention to him. After he gets 5 straight three-pointers in a row on you, though, your opinion of him changes a little bit. Marcello has an extremely high basketball IQ and is a lights-out three-point shooter. As long as he keeps on working hard, he's going to be an awesome player. Marcello Esposito. This next guy has a very nice inside game, great touch, relentless player. He has told me multiple times he has a better three-point shot than Steph Curry. So that's something I look forward to watching next year. Against any zones, he can single-handedly pick teams apart because of his passing skills and his ability to finish. Definitely the vocal leader of the team, Max Fima. Yeah. This next guy definitely has a physical presence to him. He's a tough, hard-working kid that gives it everything he has when he's in the game. The word soft is not in his arsenal, as I would watch and fear that he's going to hurt someone when he's battling in the paint. A really great kid that I know will continue to work hard. I can definitely see him becoming a professional wrestler when he gets older. Andrew Jiffis. This next guy might not be the biggest player on the court, but he has one of the biggest hearts. When you see Chase driving the lane time and time again against bigger players, you come to the conclusion that he's either fearless or insane. I also found out that Chase's head makes a great armrest for me. It's a perfect height. He's definitely respected by everyone on the team, and as soon as he physically grows and gets a little bigger, the game's going to become a lot easier on Chase Giovanelli. This next guy is a man of few words, nicknamed the Silent Assassin. I think Andrew has said a total of 7 words this year. He has a very smooth shot overall game to him. Once he starts hitting the weight room and getting bigger, he's going to be a solid player. I nominate him as the person you can trust most with the secret. Andrew West.
He's not here either. Does he have band?
He has band too.
This next guy had a tough year. He's here. When he wasn't suffering from the flu, he was battling pneumonia and yellow fever. In all honesty, I don't think I've ever seen a kid get sick so many times. Hopefully, Justin, you got all your sickness out of your system this year for a long time. Once he gains some weight and fills out a little more, he's going to be an awesome player just nice. This next guy is one of the best mid-range games I've seen. He doesn't miss jumpers within 10 feet of the hoop. Always comes to practice with a positive attitude and gave it everything he had. I also heard he could hit the ball a little bit in baseball, so I'm looking forward to seeing a few games this year and watching him hit a few home runs. Hopefully he'll get me a signed home run ball this year. Dalton Kelly. This next guy, a really special player. He flat out dominated games for us this year. His inside presence was a real problem for opposing teams. He's also a pretty good three-point shooter. Just ask him. If he continues to work hard, Christian has the potential to become a real dominant force, not only in the league, but in the county as well. I'm going to miss this guy next year, Christian Kim. If you're ever looking for this next guy, all you have to do is look under the nearest scuffle. If I could choose a person to join me in the trenches during World War I, Max Stupek would be my #1 choice. This kid is a flat-out warrior who is not having fun until he has a black eye and a broken nose from having on his balls. He really is a great kid that is a lot of fun to be around. He also must think I'm running for mayor because after every practice he comes up and shakes my hand. So, Max Stupek. This next guy has a really bright future on the N1 mixtape. And you thought Steph Curry put on a show during his pregame warm-ups. Jalen will put on a very unique show during pregame warm-ups. He lives and breathes basketball and is as fierce of a competitor as I've ever seen. His improvement as a player and a leader was really fun to watch this year. I also think he secretly lives at the high school under the bleachers because I've never seen him outside of Pascack Hills. Jalen Thomas. Thinking about invading Europe. A lot of kids. I don't think I've ever heard a player scream N1 as much as this next guy. He might be the only person ever to shoot a foul shot and scream N1 after he made it. Gabe is an elite athlete who really can play anywhere on the court. His competitive drive and will to win is why he's going to be a really fun player to watch in the future. He has an extremely bright future ahead of him, both on the basketball court and on the gridiron. Gabe West. Last but not least, this next guy is one of the quickest kids I've ever coached. His ability to change direction and put pressure on the ball is amazing. Eric has tremendous ball handling skills and rarely gets tired while playing defense. Even though we asked him to run around like a maniac when we trap teams, he just ran around, never got tired. A really great kid that we're going to miss a lot next year, Eric Wing. That is everybody.